Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Chronicles! Gamers, this is a podcast where we love to explain our love-hate relationship with video games, and I am, of course, your host with the most, Efocutioner. Yeah, feels good to be playing my music again. Oh, how I've missed it. Oh, I've missed you, buddy. It's been great. It's been a wonderful time. You know, it's just been so good. So good. So good. So, of course, as you all know, I've been away for just a little bit, maybe a couple of days-ish, maybe a week or two. So there's a long story that I have written on the blog, the Chronicles of Gamers blog. But of course, I'll give the cliff notes if you don't feel like reading my epiphany and life story to it. Pretty much, man. Let me get the music. Where's the music? So pretty much, man, I was sitting there during this, pandemic, the Rona hit me kind of hard, and it made me think, during the creation stages. It's like, man, what does my podcast add? I was like, I really thought that to myself. What does my podcast add to the world? Like, what interesting thing does it do that other podcasts do? Because they talk about games and other games. And of course, I've been talking about mostly the hate side of my love. And then I ended up having to speak to my confidant, my number 2 gamer composer. And, he pretty much sat me down when I asked him this question. Hold on, let me get the music off of this. I pretty much asked him, I was like, is my podcast necessary in the world? Does it add anything to the moon, to the stars above in this industry? And he pretty much told me the answer that I needed to hear. And that was no. Like, he said no. And that really hurt. I was like,
that's it! Now issue the coup de grace!
He hurt me, man. I was like, I got hit with the daughter A's. But then he also said something else. He said no, but you talk about things that other podcasts don't. And you really go in. And I was like, does that make me a journalist? And I believe he said yes. And I was scared. So I was like, man, I'm a journalist. But I'm not really a journalist. But fuck it. Either way, I said fuck it. And not only because of him, other people messaged me. And I really had to sit down and think to myself, would I really do this, to the end, Titanic this thing? And I said, yeah, I would. So here I am. Fuck it, man. So I'm going to talk about the topics that I want to talk about. So I'm here. And I was like, yeah, I'm back, baby. I mean, there's actually a more, heart-feely reason to it. But, since you guys didn't want to fucking read and you just want to hear the Cliff Notes. Cliff Notes ahoy. Anyways, though, let's go into the topics that I want to discuss. 2020 had passed. There's some shit that happened. I don't really give a fuck. I mean, I do give a fuck because some of the shit from 2020 is transferred to 2021. But anyways.
Breaking news!
Cyberpunk 2021. Yes! I'm talking about it. I have to talk about it. Everyone's fucking talking about it. But give me a second before you start saying, oh, here comes another Cyberpunk topic. You're probably going to talk about how much the game is broken. But no. Honestly, I really didn't give 2 fucks. Even though people are comparing it to the No Man's Sky or whatever the fuck ever. But the whole Cyberpunk fiasco, and I do call it that. By the way, I still want to play it. And that also has another topic. But the whole Cyberpunk fiasco, it made me think about something that I had originally talked about. But it really makes sense now. Like, it's gonna help the world. I feel like I had this idea in my head. It's like so incredible, man. So let me just present this knowledge. So here we go. Ta-da! Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red should have shut the fuck up before they had any announcements. They should have just shut up before they had any announcements. In fact, every game publisher out there in the world at this point now should all shut the fuck up until you have a demo or until you know you are ready to release this shit. Now, of course, you may be wondering, what do you mean by shutting the fuck up? Cyberpunk 2077. When did it release? I believe it released it in 2015, 2016? Or was it I think it was 2015. Or was it 2014? Either way, it had a trailer out pretty much super early. And we just now come to find out that apparently the game was worked on for the last 2 years. So there was a trailer made from then to the release date. So that's pretty much 6 years, right? And they had 6 years to work on this thing. Because you got to admit, whenever a trailer comes out, that's pretty much the start date of like, okay, shit's happening, right? So what the fuck happened between here and here? And why the fuck did it only take 2 years to get worked on? Because you could clearly tell this got the Anthem treatment. We got the rush job, even though what was the whole point? And I feel like we're not going to really learn the truth, even though most people, even though Jason's going to probably post some shit on the Bloomberg, or maybe IGN might, or no, fuck IGN, they won't do that. Maybe Kotaku might get the hard-hitting news. But, I mean, who's really going to tell us what the fuck happened unless an employee feels like just putting their nuts on the glass and sacrificing their career and letting us know what happened in the development. But it doesn't even really fucking matter at that point, because the main thing, and I'm going to say it again, is shutting the fuck up until you actually have some gameplay to show. I hate the cinematic trailers that show no gameplay and have no release date. If you ain't got no gameplay and you ain't got no release date, I'm going to need you to do me the favor and the common courtesy of please shutting the fuck up. You don't need to show a trailer if you ain't got shit to show. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take this for example. Back 4 Blood. Hold on. Let me get the round of applause. Back 4 Blood, right? Right? So, this thing came out during the Game Awards. Even I got hyped. I saw the gameplay. I saw, mostly the cinematic trailer. And then they gave us a release date. And then they also gave us some gameplay afterwards. And then they have the alpha, to showcase the alpha. So pretty much, not only do you get to see how the game is looking so far, you have a release date of when to prepare. So you know what the game looks like. You know when the game's coming out. The game looks like it's nearly ready. And even in its alpha stages, I have to say something, man. Just want to give it a great job. I'm interested in Back 4 Blood. I got the hype. I'm interested. My money is prepared. We're all good to go because I'm interested in playing Back 4 Blood. Now, could CD Projekt Red have done the same thing for Cyberpunk? I absolutely believe it to be true. Now, of course, you might be asking, well, what about building the hype, man? You gotta build the hype. We need hype. Well, we need a whole bunch of hype. Well, you gotta show the trailer, and it's just...
What?
You don't really need to show a trailer, man. You can just make a Twitter post. That's it. If you want hype, make a Twitter post. But we know who these trailers are for. And they're not for us. They're really just for the investors. Hold on, let me rephrase that. When I am saying this, I'm not saying this to be true. Efocutioner is saying this. I have some things that I am doing, and I'm starting to get the behind the scenes things, but I can't say it's true, and I can't say it's false. I'm just saying, in my opinion, when you see the trailers that show just how amazing everything, like the cinematic trailers, and they have no gameplay to show or release date, that's not for us. That's for the investors, in order to be like, hey, probably should buy this stock right now because I feel like this project's going to be a banger and it's going to make some money in this stock. And then they can use that money. DM. That's pretty much it. So, my 2 cents on it is I would like for 2021, my list, I have many lists. I have a list of things I want to do, but I feel like each episode will bring it out. But number 1 on my list, besides all fighting games should have rollback netcode, not delay based, all rollback. Number 2 on my list is no publisher or developer, whoever, well, it's mostly publishers, no game in period should come out with a trailer if they don't have two things: gameplay and a release date. If you ain't got those two things prepared, don't make a trailer. If you can't make a trailer with the gameplay that you are working on, don't make the trailer. Stop wasting motherfucking time on working on that trailer and work on the fucking gameplay. Goodness knows CD Projekt Red could have did that, but I'm done with the discussion. Anything that fucking happens now with this damn game, I don't give a fuck. Let the shit burn. Okay? I'm done.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
I'm done. They ain't talking about this shit no more. I don't care whatever happens to this game. But I will say this. It also brings up another topic, but I will save it for next week. And we're going to move on to another thing. So,
Breaking news.
I actually saw this tweet on the Twitter, the tweet. I saw this tweet. It is from Lotusasakura. Asakura. Man, I'm butchering this brother's name. Please forgive me, Santa. Anyways, let's switch over to camera view. Except for my audio listeners. I think you should be able to get this. Not too sure. We'll see. Playing it now. But this is the clip. Boom.
This is one of the things I hate the most about streaming and being a YouTuber or being a content creator, being an influencer, whatever the fuck, or just being somebody on the internet with a following, right? Because dumbass, irrelevant, nobody people love punching up at niggas with a following, right? But as soon as you retaliate, you're the bad guy. Because you're supposed to be the bigger person. You're supposed to just deal with it. You're supposed to just ignore it. Fuck you, nigga. You niggas wouldn't say that shit to my face or to their face. You niggas ain't about that type of action in real life. You niggas is pussy IRL. That's why you're so tough behind the keyboard, because it's the only way you can ever act like that. Listen, I understand my position, right? So on a day-to-day basis, there's a lot of shit that I do ignore, right? But every so often, niggas gotta get clapped back at. Sonic has like 300,000 followers on Twitter. Is one of the most prolific fighting game players of all time. Is arguably the best fighting game player of all time, right? So I know what I go through on a daily basis, how much dumbass shit I have to ignore. So I can't even comprehend or begin to fathom what the type of shit that they deal with. You know how much shit Sonic probably ignores on a daily fucking basis, but every once in a while they start clapping back because you can only see so much of that dumbass shit and all this hatred that gets thrown at you before you're like, fuck you, I'm a person too. And I feel the same way. And the same thing goes for a lot of other content creators and streamers and YouTubers, niggas on Twitter, whatever, right? Not everybody gonna say it, but niggas be going through all types of shit. And you got me fucked up. I don't know why the internet thinks that just because you have a following, you're supposed to deal with all this negativity and bullshit and just ignore it and pretend that it doesn't exist. Nigga, you niggas have never dealt with it. You niggas don't go through that shit. So who the fuck are you to speak on it? Y'all don't have thousands of people sending you death threats and fucking dumbass comments and hate speech and racism and transphobia and homophobia, like all this bullshit. Y'all niggas don't go through that on a daily basis. So who are you to say, oh, you just got to be the bigger person, bro? You're supposed to just ignore it, bro. Come on, bro. Don't let it get to you, man. Just ignore it. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not built like that. So every once in a while, when you see me clap at a dumbass nigga in chat or respond to a nigga on Twitter with a quote tweet or some shit, just know I ignored a lot of bullshit up to that point. But that nigga just caught me on the wrong day. The same thing goes for all these other content creators and shit. When you see Sonic or Leffen or whoever finally clap at a nigga on Twitter or go on a rant on Twitch, it's because they ignored a lot of shit. They reached a breaking point. They had to blow off some steam and let that shit, you know what I'm saying, reset. Because it really be like that when it be like that. Especially when it be like that. Fuck you niggas talking about, oh, y'all should just ignore it. Suck my dick. Anyway.
And I saw this tweet. Had to say, first and foremost, yo, man, another round of applause for that shit. I definitely agree on that. It is fucking tough. I've gotten some of these messages. I've really gotten some of these messages, bro. Like, I've gotten the hate speech where, you know, they see my face and they just like, oh, man, you know, N-word this, you know, you suck, you know. Definitely gotten that. Luckily, I'm not like, well, I mean, I'm pretty fucking huge, but, you know, I'm not huge enough that I have like that many level of haters. I mean, I'm hoping to get that, but honestly, I'm also hoping that people would just go do whatever the fuck they want to do and just not. I mean, if you got the energy to fucking hate, you got the energy to go do some shit. You know, like, yo, go make something, go do something, go review something, go write something, go do something. Shit. You know, just if you got the energy to hate, you got the energy to do some shit. Especially now in this Rona world that we're in. Goodness, this Rona. Yo, that tweet hit my soul. Like, I definitely was going through that a bit. And like, I just saw Lotus's tweet, and I was just like, man, that helped. That helped. That really helped me be like, man, I want to come back. So, you know, like, you never know what type of message is gonna be that spark. But honestly, I hate that. I hate that there's honestly people that are just gonna talk shit like that. But I'll be honest with you, and I'm gonna let this be for future reference, just in case I actually get the, you know, people are ballsy enough not to just send me a message, but they feel like, you know what, I have the cojones, the balls of justice to tweet at you and say you ain't shit or blah, blah, blah. If that ever fucking happens, don't let me find out who you are. And I can't find out who you are. It's really not that fucking hard to dissect and figure out who the fuck you are in Twitter. Don't let me find you. I'll beat your ass, man. I'm just letting it be known. I'm not one of those people that's like the online warrior keyboard. If you got shit about, if you want to talk it out, we can talk it out. We can meet in person. We can discuss this shit. If you want to meet in person and hash it out, I'm cool with that. If you fucking hate me, please don't follow me. Don't support me. Leave me the fuck alone. You stay in your own fucking world. I'll stay in my fucking world. But if you're going to come over and talk some shit, and you keep coming over to talk some shit going to get started, man. I feel like, especially now in this day and age, people talk like they've never been punched in the face. And, yo, you're going to get punched in the face. So that's it. But I just wanted to say, like, Lotus's tweet, man, it helped me, man. I was like, damn, I mean, I'm going through a little bit. And I'm like, this motherfucker said he was dealing with thousands. Sonic Fox is like dealing with tens of hundreds, especially, oh my gosh, especially Sonic. I literally forgot. I'm like, yo, it's just interesting to know. But I'm like, you know, I wanted to share that. That was my PSA of the day. So, you know, let that be an inspiration to you. But I wanted to share that real quick. Yo, man, people need to stop playing. Speaking of tweets, though, I got one more tweet. Let me pull this bad boy up. So I saw this other tweet, and there's like a few other topics that I do want to discuss, but I'm like, we gonna keep it light today. We gonna keep it nice and simple, nice and easy. Cause I was like, you know what? It's a beautiful day. Let me see. I'm trying to find this tweet. So pretty much, I think I might have passed it. Pretty much, this user Janet Garcia, she pretty much made a tweet that was also very interesting, and it's something I kind of talked about, but I really want to talk about again, and I'm really hoping that, you know, Twitter stop being a bitch and just let me post. There we go. And let's switch over. Ta-da. So, Janet Garcia pretty much made this take. Hot take. Hold on. We got to hit the button.
Breaking news.
So, hot take. Games that could actually use a remake will never get remade because they aren't good / popular enough to get remade today. I was like, ouch. I literally was like,
What?
I was like, you know what? I was like,
Why not?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, especially now, publishers, and I'm not saying developers, because developers rarely have that much control on the shit they want to make. It's another thing I want to discuss about, but that's what I'm learning. So I feel like publishers need to take more risks, and I know they're probably not going to, because Why take a risk when you got the market research and the data and the yada, 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 microtransactions for the money? This is my opinion in this subject. Do not treat this as fact. But I do believe that I wish more publishers would take a risk. And I shit you not, you'll be very pleasantly surprised just going outside the norm of the fucking Battle Royale and Call of Duty bullshit, how easily you could just make money. Look at Fall Guys. Did we all forget about Fall Guys? That's still popular to this game. Among Us, which came out 2 years ago, just chilling, and then out of nowhere, people just discovered it, even though it's always been there. But it was just one of those things, like, once people picked up on it, it was like, oh shit, this is not Call of Duty, and this is not a fucking Battle Royale game. It's beautiful. Everyone can play this. So it's just like, to me, I would be very surprised how easily companies can make money off this shit just by not charging the $70 or the $60, just maybe like a $30 or like $40, and you'd be surprised how easily this thing would sell. So I am hoping, and not really hoping, that's why I got the indie department, the indie world, because I feel like in the indie market is just indie gamers, indie developers. They understand, because they're not really concerned about the big numbers. They just like making games that really connect with them, that they're really passionate about. So, like I always say this, like indie developers, indie games in general are just fan-made games made by fans. Like, they're just fan-made inspired games. That's all indie games are just fan-made inspired games. But I would like to see if they were, like some of these publishers, like maybe EA or Activision or, Capcom or even Square Enix, if they were just to be like, hey man, you know what? Let's do a remake or let's do a remaster of these games that we have. So here's what I put. I literally put Final Fantasy 13 because of the whole backstory of 13. Like, this game was originally supposed to come out on the PS2, then it got made for the PS3, and there wasn't that much time on the game because they couldn't fit more. Like, the game was just pretty much empty, and there's an amazing combat system, and that would have been the PS2 and everything. Like, that whole series deserves a fucking second chance. Like, it deserves a second chance, and a Phoenix Down. Fucking the Drakengard series, like, Nier is just so fucking huge. People are still talking about Nier Automata Pia. So it's just like, yeah, man, like, let's give Nier, man.
It's spooky.
That we haven't been talking about Drakengard, even though people are like excited about Nier and Nier Automata. Let's get a Drakengard. Let's prequel this shit up, bro. Give me Drakengard 3 and 1 remade. You can skip 2. Fuck 2. Tenchu on the PS1. Oh my gosh, man. Where is my button? We need a Tenchu.
Stand in my way, and I'll cut you down.
Man, you need the Tenchu, man. Like, that's another amazing game. Tenchu and Tenchu 2. Even though we got Neo, imagine playing Tenchu. Oh man, people, you thought Dark Souls was hard? Play some Tenchu. That shit will fuck you up, bro. Let's see. Def Jam Vendetta and Fight for New York, bro. Like, come on. Look. It's just... That's pretty much all you would get, man. It'd be nothing but that and wrestling moves. We would get, like, the crazy cinematic... Imagine if we got Joe Budden facing, like, 21 Savage or some shit. Or, even though, like... Joe Budden wouldn't be part of it. But, like, for Def Jam Vendetta, I'm pretty sure they would put in non-Def Jam people. Like, let's put Drake. Let's put Drake versus Rick Ross. Like, let's have Young Jeezy and even though there was a versus with Young Jeezy. Hold on, let me not say it because I don't like. There was an amazing versus that happened. I'm not gonna instigate the whole Young Jeezy Gucci Man thing. That shit was real. I take back that statement. I apologize, especially those from Atlanta. I apologize for even stating that. But we could have like a Fat Joe versus like, no, we could have 50 Cent versus Ja Rule. Imagine that in Def Jam, and the Def Jam fighting, like if it was just remade. We can have 50 Cent versus Ja Rule, the undisputed match of the century. Imagine it, folks. 50 Cent in one fucking corner, Ja Rule in the other, going at it, punches flying, it's going crazy. Pandemonium 2017. Hold on, I just restarted the fucking music. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be so amazing to take certain hip-hop artists and R&B artists and put it in. You know, we got to put Ariana Grande in that bitch, too. You know. Man, MF Doom, man. Rest in peace, MF Doom. I gotta mention that. I'm really sad to hear about that. But he also could be part of the game as well, man. There's a few hip-hop artists that I think would just be incredible in this game. But anyways, Chrono Trigger. I mean, that's like obvious. I don't know why Square Enix is like sitting on, like, Square Enix has some really good RPGs that they are just literally sleeping on. Like, this is ridiculous. Wake the fuck up and put these out, man. You can remake this and get that money. Xenogears. That's another. You own it. It's your IP. Man, we need Pepsi, man. I just literally saw a KFC soap opera. You're telling me we can't get a Pepsi Man game remade? Pepsi. Get your shit together, Pepsi.
It's spooky.
Then we ain't got no damn Pepsi game, bro. Where the Pepsi at, man? Pepsi that shit up, man. Driver. You could have Driver, and then DLC can be from the transporter. And then you can add fucking, what's his name? The Hitman guy into the bitch. Bam, look at that. Boom! Free deal. Look, I just gave you DLC idea. Let's see. Twisted Metal Black. Even though Twisted Metal is technically... What's that card game that like has the soccer ball? You probably do that too. I forgot what the fucking name was. I don't know. Y'all fucking know. I don't really know because I don't really play the game. But like the really popular game that's like the card game and the Rocket League. I literally forgot the name of it. That's how you know I don't play that game. But yeah. Or fucking Ridge Racer, man. We definitely need a Ridge Racer game. A lot of the racing games that are out now are just complete booty butt cheeks. How in the Carmen San Diego do we not have a decent racer? And we could have Ridge Racer remade. We could have the Sega Speeding Rally remade. You can have Need for Speed Underground remade. Why publishers do you do this? You sit on such amazing IP, and then you fucking just do Assassin's Creed out the ass. Nothing but Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft. There's other shit you have, Ubisoft. EA, man. Can you not focus on the sports games and focus on the other IP and shit that you have? My gosh, Activision, you're literally sitting on gold mines. These companies are sitting on gold mines over here. Square Enix, I'm looking at you, bro. Let Nomura just work on another RPG besides Kingdom Hearts. I guarantee that shit would sell. You guys are killing me, man. You guys are remaking Final Fantasy VII when you can remake Final Fantasy 13. Hell, I'll take a Final Fantasy 6 remake. Capcom, bro. Asura's Wrath. What more do you want, man? Just Mega Man. You focus on a Resident Evil and Devil May Cry. Can you, pay attention to the other shit you got? You do Onimusha. I'm sad over here. This is heartbreaking. This is bullshit. What else do you want, companies? You got easy IP that you could work on that have huge fan bases. Just take a risk. Take a jump with me. Follow my lead. Believe in the heart of gamers. Because I represent them. My name is Efocutioner, and I speak on behalf of all gamers. We want you to get outside the box. Fuck all the damn shit that's all out. No more Fortnite games. No more Battle Royale. No more Call of Duties. Take a chance. And make a Drakengard remake. Or, you know, just stick to the regular shit. You know, I'm waiting for Back 4 Blood. When Back 4 Blood fucking coming out? So that shit could just like shit on everybody. And then people are going to be like, yo, how did Back 4 Blood make so much money? And it's going to be like, bitch, look at the shit that's out now. It's the same fucking shit. Yo, I guarantee Scott Pilgrim is going to come out on January 15th. It's going to do so fucking well. And it, like, Activision is going to be like, oh, where is it? Ubisoft? One of these companies are just going to be like, I can't believe it sold this well. Where did this come from? They're going to be like, people want to play games that are not, you know, super huge open world battle royale bullshit? Goodness gracious. When did that happen? I knew when it happened. It happened pretty much once I ended this fucking episode and I uploaded this shit on YouTube and then I posted it on Twitter and some other fucking places, and then someone from your dumbass office looked at this motherfucking beautiful ass face of mine and this wonderful ass background back here, or they listened to this fabulous voice and said to themselves, damn, he's got a point. We should probably hire him. And I'm gonna be like, of course, $200,000 a year, and I ain't doing shit. I'll give you ideas, and that's it. But besides that, we are at the end of the show. We're going to wrap things up. This was a good episode. I really got into my bag. I really got into that creativity and flow. So, shameless plug-in time? I don't know. Do I have anything for that? Oh, fuck it. We'll do it now. Yo, we're at the end of the show. Shameless plug-in time, man. The Chronicles of Gamers. The Chronicles of Gamers. The Chronicles. Wait, hold on. I do actually have music for shameless plugins. Oh my gosh, I literally forgot. Shameless plugins. Yeah, I'm working on the soundboard still. By the way, for those that were wondering, this is what the soundboard looks like for my audio people. I'm holding it up on the video. This is what the soundboard looks like. It's really small. Not that big. And I actually use this same soundboard for when I stream. So, yeah, just in case for the few people that were messaging me and wondering, it is actually a Samsung tablet. Anything else? You'll just have to find out on future episodes. So, the Chronicles of Gamers, the Chronicles of Gamers, the Chronicles of Gamers. We are on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. That's pretty much it. I almost said Spotify, but I don't really fucking know, man. Like, I'm already on the good shit. Do I need to be on Spotify too? Nah, y'all can fucking find me. Google that shit, man. The Chronicles of Gamers. That easy, that simple. Yes, I'm streaming. I mostly stream Resident Evil Resistance. Of course, that is the whole fucking point of this thing. I love me some Resistance. For those that are unaware of my Resistance, this is the shit you will be hearing.
Ding ding knockout. Oh, we were totally
You mostly hear these type of things when you hear me, play Resident Evil Resistance. It's actually a really fun game. I'm playing that until Back 4 Blood comes out. I'll be playing that on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Friday, I'm actually going to be doing a special episode from now on. It's not going to be every Friday. It might be like every 2 weeks. But either way, stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter. What does it say? Efocutioner down here for my video people. My audio people, just type in @Efocutioner. And yeah, you'll get all the details and news and all that good shit. And that's it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. I do not have a catchphrase. I used to say stay litten, but man, I don't know. May your heart be your guiding key. Unless you're Tyrone, then kick that shit down. I don't know, man. We'll figure out a catchphrase later. Stay litten.